Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. By the barakah of Sidi Shaykh. My name is Mohamed Abdelmatlib Sheikh. I am a Canadian Pakistani from Canada. I am studying engineering in Toronto. How did I find the Zawiya? It's a bit of a long story, but when I first started, I took a year off from school and I headed towards Spain. And in Spain, my desire was to explore. So while I was in Barcelona, I bought a bicycle. And after I bought a bicycle, I decided to travel southwards along the coast, the Mediterranean coast. My initial desire was just to explore a bit and then maybe head back to Canada. But after biking a bit, I decided to come down to Morocco because I wanted to travel a bit more. My initial desire to come to Morocco was a bit unclear, right? I had an intention to explore more about Islam, about Sufism, but I didn't really know what I was going to do. So I explored a bit with my bike. It took me around 3 weeks to a month in Spain. I took the ferry to Nador, and then in the beginning, I didn't really know how I was going to find a Zawiya, but I was looking for my bicycle route through Morocco, and then I saw that there was a Zawiya nearby, a Sufi place. So I said, I'm just going to go check it out. And when I checked it out, it was a Karkariya Tariqa. In the beginning, when I came here, it was a Friday, and Friday they do the Hadra, the dance, the sacred dance. And so I decided maybe I'll stay one night and check this dance out, right? And then when I saw them performing the sacred dance, I found it very familiar to what I did as a child with my parents, or with my family, I should say. And the familiarity, I felt I really liked it, so I decided to maybe stay a bit more. When I first came here, the Sidi Shaykh wasn't here. He was actually on vacation, he was what's the word? He was visiting other tariqas, other branches of the Karkariya tariqa. So I had the option of leaving or staying, but I decided to stay and wait for 2 weeks and see how it was. The thing that really got me to stay here was how everybody was very kind. Everybody was very friendly. There was no pressure to do anything. There was no commitment other than, I guess, the word, but that's after the bay'ah. Another thing that got me to stay here was that they didn't really do anything other than just a lot of prayer, a lot of zikr, every single day, a lot of zikr, a lot of prayer. So there was nothing really negative that I could think about them after a while. But still, in the beginning, it was really hard for me to fulfill the desire for Sufi mysticism that I was looking for. But after a while, I started reading the Shaykh's books, and then I developed a better understanding of the name of Allah and His 99 names. And from there, I started developing a better, or at least getting a better understanding of the mystic side of Islam. So after I got that little bit of, what do you call it? What's the word? So after I got a bit more comfortable with the place and Sufism, I just wait 2 weeks, and in the 2 weeks I try to learn as much as I can. I didn't really know about the light of Allah in the beginning. I actually came here just for the Sufi knowledge, but while I was here, like technically. I shouldn't say technically, but people kept telling me I was led here. At first I was skeptical. I thought it was just a chance encounter. But then I accepted it, and then I decided that I'd stay, I'd wait for the Shaykh. And then they told me that the Shaykh transfers direct nur from Allah. And at first I didn't really understand what it was. I tried to learn about it more. I didn't really come here for just that. I came here for just knowledge. So that was more of like a bonus for me, right? So I waited for 2 weeks for the Shaykh, and then I took my bay'ah After my bay'ah, I didn't see anything at first, but after I kept with istighfar for a very long time, for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I began to see a star, like a star you see in the night sky, and sometimes it was there, sometimes it wasn't there, but I stuck with the istighfar, and little by little the star got bigger and bigger as I was getting closer and closer to Allah. Yeah, and overall, little by little, as I stayed here, I saw that how these people, all they do is pray, all they do is mention God, all they do is try and get closer to God. There's nothing evil here, there's nothing shirk about this place. So the muraka, the colors, when I first saw them, I thought it was kind of very weird. I was surprised. I was like, what is that? But generally, I understood that the rainbow is a symbol. It's a very old symbol, and it's been very what's the word? It's a very sacred and old symbol that has existed for a long time. So just like that, the rainbow is a very old symbol, and it has very deep meanings. I understood that when I first saw the muraka, but I still didn't understand its deeper meanings, and I still don't understand its deeper meanings. And there's so much more to the colors that even I understand now. But what I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't just judge the colors as you see them, because it has nothing to do with what the rainbow represents in the Western society. It's the colors of the white light. It's what the white light is made out of. It's what rainbows are made out of. It's the color spectrum that we see, the visual spectrum. So yeah, you shouldn't judge the colors as you see them. They're nothing evil or nothing bad. It's not even an innovation. It's just putting on sacred colors. We always wear colors anyway. It's just now in their more primal form. That's what you see here. So those of you who want to join the Tariqa, who are questioning if you should join the Tariqa, the first thing I have to say is you have to follow your heart, whatever is in your heart. Then if you're nearby, if you could come here easily without too much burden on you, then you could just come here. Everybody's really nice here. They're welcoming, they're warm. No one's gonna force you to do anything. Yeah, everybody just prays here 5 times a day. They do zikr all the time. You'll see for yourself how it is. You could even join the hadra and see how you feel. If you can't come here, then of course it's up to you. You have to decide. In the beginning, when they told me that someone has to guide you to the light, to Allah, I was very critical of that. To me, it was very odd to put my faith in somebody else. I always thought faith was something you have to have, and it was between you and God. But it's not something. It's not really that you rely on somebody. It's that the master, they show you the door, and you have to walk through it. But if you have to look for the door by yourself, it could take you very long time. What the master does is they shorten that period. That's the essence of the master, right? So it's up to you. If you think you could journey yourself, then journey yourself. If you think you need a master, then come and see for yourself how it is. And if you cannot come, then do more research. See what your heart says. You could try and do the word, the daily litany yourself, and see how your heart feels. See, it's the word. It's what connects us to the Shaykh. And the word itself is just zikr. It's a very common things that you usually already probably say. You could probably already check it out, or you probably have already checked it out. Yeah, that's all I have to say.